Look closely. Right now, the world is spinning fast with noise. Flashy buzzwords about change, innovation, disruption. Everyone's chasing the next big thing, pouring money into whatever glitters in the moment. But here's the brutal truth you feel deep down. Most of that isn't real change. It's just another wave of trends sweeping through, promising revolution, but delivering the same old cycle dressed up in new colors. You sense it, right? That pit in your stomach when you realize you might be funding smoke and mirrors, not a genuine shift. That gut-wrenching doubt, the fear of waking up years from now and seeing your investments drift away as yet another fad collapses, leaving nothing behind but empty promises. The problem is never about opportunities. They're everywhere. The problem is the easy comfort of complacency disguised as opportunity. It's so damn seductive to follow the crowd because it feels safe. Everyone's jumping on the bandwagon. It must be the right call, right? But where does that leave your vision, your legacy? Stuck in the shadow of mediocre decisions masked as smart investments. You invest to create impact, not just to ride waves. You want to fuel transformation, not just play catch-up. But the world, with all its shiny distractions, constantly tempts you to settle. It's maddening how the system seduces you with promises, freedom, progress, equality. But all you end up with is another set of golden cages. Freedom tied to market cycles, progress measured in quarterly returns, equality that only rewards those who fit in perfectly. And if you don't? If you're the one who sees past the illusions, who feels the pull to be more, to break boundaries, that voice inside is silenced by the noise. The real game changers are often sidelined, misunderstood, trapped in a maze that was never designed for the exceptional. The infrastructure for true radical change simply doesn't exist. So you're left either going along with the crowd or hitting frustrating dead ends alone. But what if the answer isn't in following? What if the edge, the real breakthrough, has always been in rejecting comfort, fleeing consensus, and knocking down the walls built to contain your potential? This is where the few who dare to be different take their stand. They don't settle for trends. They create their own paths. They see beyond the surface chatter and dig deep into the roots of what real, lasting change looks like. It's not buzzwords or hype. It's raw, relentless, sometimes ugly work that redefines everything you thought you knew about investing, leadership, and growth. You have to start demanding more, from yourself and from every dollar you move. Are you funding ideas that stand on shaky ground? Or are you seeding the infrastructure for a new reality? This means looking past the easy wins and asking uncomfortable questions. Who benefits from this change? Does this investment empower people to be free, to be sovereign in their will? Or does it bind them tighter to the same old systems disguised as progress? Is this creating synergy by connecting rare brilliance? Or is it just noise that adds to the clutter? Here's the brutal but liberating truth. Real change isn't scalable the way trends are. It doesn't clap for the loudest voices. It's quiet, under the surface, often invisible to the masses. It's about building an infrastructure for those rare individuals, the visionaries, the founders, the investors who burn with a different fire, who refuse to be processed, categorized, or limited. Aligning your investments with this truth means choosing patience over instant gratification. It means seeking transformation that lasts, even if it takes time that others aren't willing to give. So how can you break free from the noise? Start by being ruthless with what you fund. Stop feeding the comfortable illusions that seduce you with overnight success stories. Look for investment opportunities that challenge the status quo, that amplify essence while cutting through the hollow hype. Build relationships, not with the many, but with the few, whose vision aligns with your own fire. Don't chase belonging in crowded markets. Instead, craft your own space. Be sovereign in your decisions and use your will as your weapon. This is about unlearning what you think you know about what counts as progress. The greatest power lies not in fitting into predefined boxes or roles, but in becoming increasingly authentic. Beyond titles, past systems, beyond old narratives about what success must look like. You fund the individuals who carry a spark so fierce it can't be tamed by comfort or conformity, who are willing to burn brighter rather than blend in. This is not a game for the compliant or the risk-averse. It's a call to the restless, the radical, the deeply driven. Imagine rewiring your entire approach so that every investment, every partnership, every move you make serves to liberate, not just yourself, but others like you. When you connect those rare few, those misunderstood geniuses, the misaligned brilliance, and bring them together, magic happens. You create a network that isn't about noise or temporary trends, but a bold alliance built on genuine value and fierce synergy. This is how you don't just follow change, but fund it. This is how you redefine what's possible. There's a silent prison built on comfort around you, disguised as freedom. It whispers that you have all the time in the world, that patience is passive, that quick wins are wins nonetheless. But this is a lie that buries the fire inside, the fire you owe to yourself and the future. You weren't meant to live a borrowed life, stuck repeating cycles that fade out without leaving a mark. You were born to rise above, to transcend not just limits imposed by others, but those hidden within you. This means embracing critical thinking at every turn. Question everything. Tear down beliefs that keep you confined. Don't accept the easy answers or surface-level truths because they're comfortable. Real transformation only comes when you push through discomfort and demand depth and authenticity. You have to be selective about where you put your energy and resources. Align only with those who burn as fiercely as you do, who bring something irreplaceable to the table. Patience is your ally here. The future is not for the impatient. Eternity favors those who play the long game, who understand that lasting change is messy, complicated, and nothing like the quick bursts so popular in the world today. The payoff? A legacy not just of wealth, but of meaning. A world shifted because you refused to settle, refused to fund the fleeting, and chose instead to invest in something real and enduring. So ask yourself this now. Are you fueling fire or feeding smoke? Are your investments lighting the way toward a future where individuals are free, connected, and powerful? Or are they just another step in the cycle of chasing illusions? The choice is yours to make. And it's not just about money. It's about what kind of world you want to help create and what kind of person you want to be remembered as. This is the moment to break free, not just from the systems that limit you, but from your own doubts and fears that whisper it's easier to just follow. The only true freedom comes when you dare to stand apart, when you invest with intention, and when you refuse to fuel anything less than real, transformative change. It's time to become the spark that no trend can extinguish, the signal that cuts through the noise, the force that rewrites what's possible. No more chasing shadows, no more funding the illusion. Real power lies in the few who refuse to settle, who connect deeply, who build patiently, who burn brightly. If that sounds like you, even just a flicker, then this is your call to act. Because those who are done waiting, done compromising, done bending, they are the ones who will remake the future. And they don't do it by following trends. They create what comes next.